Hey everybody, how's it going? So I've got something super cool for you today. This is brand new released. Today, this is the new Austrian Audio OC16 mic. What's it sound like? Check this out on Metal Guitar. Now that sounds a little bit different than what I've been normally hearing when it comes to metal tone. This one's gonna be interesting. Okay, so I've been a huge advocate for the Austrian Audio OC818 mic. I demoed it a couple years ago. I was very impressed with it. It has the variable polar patterns that you can adjust after the fact. It's absolutely stellar. And when you manipulate the two capsules against each other, you can change the overall fundamental shape of the sound. And this is its more affordable cousin. This is retailing at $3.99, and I've had this for the last few weeks, but I've finally been able to discuss it here because today's the release date. Now, if you're at the NAMM show today, stop on by the Austrian Audio booth and check out the OC16 for yourself. To me, this just looks like a baby version of the original. It's just painted a slightly different color and has less controls. It's got a high frequency roll off on the front, and it's a pretty basic design. Now, reading from the press release here, the OC16 is an extremely robust microphone equipped with a patented CKR6 ceramic capsule. Industrial ceramics is a highly insulating material that has the same mass and acoustic properties as brass, but is far less error-prone in production and can be manufactured much more consistently. Each capsule is handmade in Vienna, tested and measured in-house before it leaves the factory. Now, that's super cool. I gotta say, I like what we get here. We get ourselves, a nice little carrying pouch. It's not one of those hard cases, so I can throw this, say, in my travel bag or whatnot if I'm going out in the field and whatnot. It's not gonna, crush anything else in that bag that's sensitive, so to speak. We also get a shock mount, which is super cool, and of course a clip mount. Anyway, enough yakking about this. Let's check out how it sounds on acoustic guitar. All right, now the only thing we're using on there is a slight bit of compression thanks to the distressor and a tiny bit of Valhalla plate reverb. Let's listen to that one more time with a slightly different picking attack. Now, my apologies to the viewers. We tried very hard to get Jess Greenberg on the show, but unfortunately she wasn't available, so we had to make do with the local homeless guy who also happened to play acoustic. He also brought along a resonator guitar, and this is an instrument I have never mic'd before in my life. Let's check out how it works with the OC16. Now, one more thing, according to the press release, is that the OC16 also looks great on a desk, podcast recordings, dubbing of video content, and online conferences. The OC16 records everything with the best speech intelligibility and quality. The precise cardioid polar pattern helps eliminate background noise such as fan noise from the computer. All right, let's check it out on voiceover and hear just how good this thing really is.
Disaster Area, a plutonium rock band from the Gagrilaka mine zones, are generally held to be not only the loudest rock band in the galaxy, but in fact the loudest noise of any kind at all. Regular concert goers judge that the best sound balance is usually to be heard from within large concrete bunkers some 37 miles from the stage. whilst the musicians themselves play their instruments by remote control from a heavily insulated spaceship which stays in orbit round the planet, or more frequently, round a completely different planet. Their songs are, on the whole, very simple, and mostly follow the familiar theme of boy being meets girl being beneath a silvery moon, which then explodes for no adequately explored reason. Many worlds have now banned their act altogether, sometimes for artistic reasons, but most commonly because the band's public address system contravenes many local strategic arms limitations treaties.
Now, another cool thing about this bad boy, it is rated for an SPL tolerance of 148 decibels. In other words, you can mic up very, very loud sources with this thing, and it's not going to crap out. So for a loud source, what I thought I'd do is run the angle into a Jesus Demon cab and mic it up with the OC16. Check this mix out on metal guitar. So that is the brand new Austrian Audio OC16. I gotta say, I love how it captures the acoustic guitar. This might actually be my favorite acoustic mic ever. I just love, the warm kind of countryish tones we're getting from that. So, I mean, like this would work in really well on some of the Celtic projects that I've done earlier. I also got to say, I really like it on metal guitar. It's got a certain hairiness to the rhythm tones I think works really, really well, especially on a new style of tone cab like Jesus Demon. I think it's a really good match, and it kind of doesn't sound like everything else out there, which is something that is sorely needed in metal guitar, in my opinion. Definitely an absolute winner. And at $399, this definitely is not going to break the bank. If you're looking for a new microphone, or even maybe your first great microphone to get your hands on, take a look at the Austrian Audio OC16. I can't say enough good things about this because this one kind of blew me away. Price to performance, it's really hard to beat this. And once again, if you're on the floor at the NAMM show, stop on by the Austrian Audio booth and ask to check out the OC16. This thing is super cool. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time. And if you do see me on the floor at the NAMM show, say hello.